evening. Welcome to Heartwood Turning in the stable studio. It's Sunday evening. Why am I here on Sunday evening? Because this gentleman here, Terry of the Heckington Fine Arts, is skiving because he has to get up early tomorrow. So he's not playing tonight. I am instead. We've also got Pete of the Twisted Trees and my good friend William as well.
Hi, everyone.
To join us.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome along.
These guys are going to help or hinder. I'm not sure which. It'll be one or the other.
Hinder. We're here to hinder.
More the latter.
It'll be fine. Grand. So hope you've all had a good week. No live from me tomorrow night because I will be at the 360 Club meeting.
That's why I let you do it today.
I know, Terry. You're too kind to let me do it. I know, you're fabulous.
So decent.
I just what I want to do on a Sunday evening. But never mind, I'm here now and we'll see what we can do.
Well,
Put you guys back in the background for a minute. No, Pete's on Tuesday. See?
Yeah, I'm doing Tuesday.
Oh, see?
Pete's on Tuesday lunchtime. Have you got your LinkedIn ready, Pete? No?
No, I haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet. It's a bit like myself. Right, so we'll pop you guys back in the background and I'll head over to the lathe and we'll see what we've got on the lathe. We have got a small piece of you. It's quite nice on that end. Just give you an idea of the size of it. It's 6 inches by 3-ish. Yeah, 3 1/4 of that end and 3 1/2 that way and nearly 4 that way. First job is to get it to round. We're going to make a box. I haven't made a box for ages, so I'm going to make a box out of this. First thing we'll need is a step drive in there. And I've got a ring center on this end. I'll pop this on here and we'll start roughing it out. And Terry is going to tell us who's in. Oh, wrong way around.
All right, welcome aboard, everybody. First in today was Wee Val. She's getting to be a regular now, first in. Hello, Val.
Yes.
Followed by Michelle Ousby.
Michelle Ousby.
Ousby.
Ousby. O-U-S. Ouse.
Mickey's in. Just Mickey's in. That's easy, isn't it?
Like
Mickey's
the
in.
River Ouse.
Norman Greenwell's also in, as is Paul Finley. Wayne the Woodturner.
Hey, Wayne.
We all know Pete's in and William's in and I'm in.
Yeah, but you've got to tell them, otherwise they won't know.
Twisted Pete's in.
I don't know if we're or not.
How are they going to know, Terry, if you don't tell them? How are they going to know?
Oh, they're all blind, didn't I forgot that. Yeah. And then we come down to Richard Phelan, Terry Bartlett, Susie Swiss Woodturner, Mick Dews, Mike Evans, Andy Intermediate, Des Bennett, Paul Heaton, the Greasby Turner.
There's the
Malcolm Douglas, Andrew Wyvie Woodshed's in, the Professor's in, Ian Leach is in, Kelsey's Crafts is in, Steve Hale is in, Doug Bennett is in, Larry Nixon is in, and Mark at Turned Again Crafts has joined us. And that, at the moment, unless they pop up, is your audience so far.
Very good. Thank you very much for all coming in and taking some of your time on a Sunday evening to see what we're up to. So, a little bit of health and safety. When you first started, make sure that everything's locked down and your piece can rotate cleanly without bumping into anything. Turn the speed down, switch it on, turn the speed up. So we're in spindle orientation, so we can crank the speed on up. It's a bit gnarly, this piece of wood, so we'll go up to about 750 first. And we'll just try and take the lumps off it first. The odd branch a bit sticking out there. There's one there, and there's one down here somewhere too.
Brian Stapley's joined us as well.
Who was that, Terry?
Brian Stapley has also joined us.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
So I've got the tool rest set at a slight angle here because I want to try and keep as much as I can at the bottom, and I don't mind if there's a little bit of an inclusion in it or a little bit of natural on it. We're starting to get a bit beat up there, so we're going to turn the speed up. It's now 1100 revs. So So that should make it a little easier. There's less fresh air, so less bumping.
Des Barn was, I mistook his name. It went by me so quick. Hello, Des Barnwell, not Des Bennett. But we can call you that if you like. I don't mind.
You call him Gordon,
Mr.
but his
G's
name's
in.
Bennett.
Yeah. Mr. G's in. Raymond Wise is also in. I don't know how many he's watching at the moment, but I reckon there's a few.
49.
49 at the
people.
moment, Brian.
Good people watching.
Well, that's amazing, guys. Thank you very much for all coming in and joining
Get your
us
names
this
into the
fine
chat.
Sunday evening.
Yeah.
If you're in and you're shy, stick your name in the chat and we'll give you a shout out.
We'll take the shyness out of you.
You don't have to be
Don't
shy
forget,
at all.
if you put the name in the track, you'll go in the draw.
Draw for what? This piece? This piece?
No, they're going in the draw for 2 weeks' time. They're going to be doing Sunday Night Live.
Oh, right.
You don't want to go in the draw on Brian, you get labelled.
Get labelled.
Well, they could
Douglas
be
Mungham is in. Hey, Douglas.
Douglas, Grandpa Jim's in as well. Rob from
Jim.
Kingscore's in.
Hey, Rob.
Now, what I might do is just leave that the way it is. I'll take a bit more of it.
Rob says he's shy.
Yeah.
Who, Rob from Klingspor?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
he sounds it.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? So I'll just take this in a little bit at this end. So we're making a box, so we'll put a tannin on both ends. There we go. That's a nicer cut now.
So I forgot. I
It's
didn't
you.
listen. Oh,
It's
you.
you, Terry.
AGK Riverx, Andy's in. Andy.
Hey, Andrew.
It's you. You can see there where I'm just coming through
See it now, yeah.
the soft.
Getting down to the money shot now.
I haven't been
Yeah.
taking much notice,
But this crack that goes all the way along here goes in about nearly half an inch on this side.
I can make a small
10 on
box.
it. It's only going to be a small box anyway, so let's have a look at this and make a tannin. What size of tannin do you want? 48 mil.
You can make a needle case for somebody who likes sewing.
No, I'm just making a box, Terry.
Or pin box.
Toothpick box.
Yeah.
Just making a wee tiny box.
If you want to maintain the size, you could dribble a little bit of CA into that crack anyway.
I'm going to do that anyway, but I'm going to put I'm going to make a tannin first. So just square up the end first using a beading and parting tool. Making sure you don't bump into the stab center because it kind of makes a mess of your tool. And we'll do the same on this end. Not so important there because that's just like a cone center, if you like.
I think we all have the step center with the mark on it from the tool, don't we?
Well, this tool has been reground, let me say, on a couple of occasions.
A couple of times.
Oh, nearly too big a tannin there. It's only a wee small piece, Brian. What are you doing? We'll just pop that on there. We'll do. Just tidy that up nicely. Make sure we've got a nice square corner there. And we'll dovetail it a tiny little bit with the magical skew.
Cornish Maids in 1982. Oh, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Tiny little dovetail in there because that's liable to be my. Let me just check that.
Douglas Mungham's got a question.
Should be fine.
How good are steb centers against normal centers?
Yeah, much better than normal centers, I think.
Safer.
Step drive I've
Douglas,
been using since they first came out.
Yep.
And the day I bought it was the last time I used the 4-prong drive.
Yeah, I've got. I'm that new to turning for 3 years now. When I first got my kit, a step drive came with it, and I've never used a 4-prong drive. There's a brand new one sitting in that drawer that came with this lathe, and it's never getting used again. It's never been used. So I don't feel the need. Step drives are much safer. It's fine. That was a good guess.
If you get a catch and the tool jams in, the step drive just revolves, and you just got to
It
wind
does,
it in a
aye.
bit tighter.
The 4-prong
Whereas
drive can be
four-prong
a bit
could spin it
unforgiving.
out.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, they do have their place, you know, if you're
Yeah,
turning a
another long
really
cut,
gnarly
you say.
off-center piece of wood and you need to whack it in with the hammer, you know, to get a good bite, use it, you know.
More speed. Yep. Never felt the need.
To be honest, what I would tend to do is put a Forstner bit in at 1/8 of an inch.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
the steb is actually inside of the gnarly bit. And it can't come off.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice,
Yeah, even if the teeth
firm
let
bit
go,
of-
it can't come out.
That's it.
When the wood turner's saying, Brian, did I see a new lathe on the other bench?
You did, Wayne?
You did for sure.
I'll show you. I'll move the table. I'll move the table. I'm not moving the table. I'm going to move the kettle.
Drag the lathe over to the camera.
Table.
Move the camera. It's the
Just
easiest
done-
thing.
I'll just turn the camera, that'll do. So I was fortunate enough to pick up a laser.
You robbed him. Robbed the guy.
I didn't
Girl.
rob the cat.
Stole it. You did.
Let's go to that. So I have this
Stole it,
little
really.
lathe. It's an Axminster AT350WL, 1 horsepower little lathe with variable speed and reverse as well. My God.
Cracking little lathe.
It actually has exactly the same control box as that big lathe.
Yeah.
It's identical. And I'll tell you how new this is. The plastic coating that's on that, you know, you get the plastic tear off, it's still on it. So I picked that up in a package deal.
Yeah, you
along
stole
with-
it.
Along with, stop saying that, Danny. Along
did.
with some other bits and pieces.
Andy Bundy Rose just joined us, game, Andy. Basically,
not
Wayne, he stole it.
Hi, Andy.
I'm not
He
telling
paid
you what
nothing
the-
for it.
Yeah,
He bought 2 chuck sets. That's all he bought.
it
and
came.
some
It came.
tools.
It came
Game
along
lib-
with
lib
the
came with it.
SK114 and an SK100. Whole pile of other
The-
bits and pieces.
The full box sets, that is.
Yeah, the full box sets. Yeah.
Susie's
So-
asking you,
I've got
what
it
will
here.
you be turning on the new lathe?
It will be mainly for likes of pens and stuff like that.
Right.
And if I ever start teaching, if I ever teach anybody, I'll teach them on that lathe rather than this big scary one.
JP Woodworks is in, as is Robert Board. Evening both.
So we're going with
Well, guys.
5 inches. So don't need very much for a lid. So we're going to take this down to about 3 1/4 inches. Right there, somewhere.
Douglas
Okay.
Longham had a question for you, Brian. He said, what is the swing on the little lathe over the bed?
It's 7 inches from the bed to the centre, so 14 inch. Which
Mike
I thought
Evans says that's the lathe he's got, and it's amazing.
It's
Yeah,
a cracking
great
little
little
lathe.
lathe.
There's absolutely no doubt. And the motor is almost completely silent. Now, next thing you do is add some CA glue to those cracks. So I'll do that first. A little bit of thin CA. See what happens.
Oh, Mick Deuce, that's mean. That's mean.
What's Mike saying now?
He says, if you put the little lathe on the floor, it would be spot on for AGK, which is Andrew. That's
Oh,
just mean.
that's it may be true, but
I reckon I've lost my Hobbit title then.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. nah, don't be ridiculous, Daddy.
You're stuck with that, Terry.
You're forever known as a hobbit.
Or vertically challenged, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing is just full of cracks.
Ah, it's going to be good crack, so.
Hmm.
You haven't finished yet. You sand it.
Put a 5-pound bottle of super glue into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shush.
It's new. It doesn't move much. Cracks will be there, but it doesn't really move.
Yeah, it doesn't move that much. That's right. It's a fairly strong, robust timber.
Anyhow, I have now set up my live for Tuesday, so there's the link.
The cracks make it more interesting, I think.
Get on, Pete. Please live in, people. That's Pete's live for Tuesday.
So
Just put it in the memory.
now that I've got that roughed out, I'm going to take my face shield off and put my goggles on. And I'm just going to wait a minute or two till that CA glue kind of just give it a little run,
Dries a bit.
stuff that's on it.
Why, do you want to carry on seeing through those goggles or something silly like that?
Yeah, aye.
Jennifer's crafting creations. Is just
I'd rather be able to see through them rather than have little super glue dots all over them.
Hey, Jennifer.
It makes a mess of your wall. Hi, Jennifer. How you doing, kiddo? So I did invite Jo in this evening, but she's still not well enough to come in, and feels she's not well enough to earworm yet, guys.
Okay. Glyn back yet?
I don't think so.
No,
Is he?
next week, I think.
Next week.
Oh,
I
he's
think.
probably waiting for it to get better before he gets home. You don't want to catch it twice, is he?
Yeah, he was doing a little run around Spain. He maybe headed off to Portugal now. Right, let's see, is that oh look, my hand stuck it. Yeah, what a kid. Holy joke.
Better stuck to that than the bevel lathe.
You're right. Right, so a little parting tool. Just square this back up again now. And this is my 3mm, or sorry, it's not even 3mm. What size is this parting tool, Pete? Oh, 16th of an inch. 2mm.
2 mil.
2mm. So turn the speed down a little bit. Now, I just turned my lathe on, it's making a funny noise. And it's because there's a tiny little bit of shaving down in that hole.
I shouldn't worry about it. It'll come out.
It doesn't want to come out.
Hand it backwards.
There it goes. Yep, I got it. I could hear it clicking, and I thought maybe it was the bearings to start with here, but it's not. Well, let's
Ryan
pop this off
Stapey's
here.
asking, what ideas do people have for the use of shavings? What do you mean?
I give them
Can't
to
eat
the
it.
plants when they make compost out of them.
I think
Keep the
William
weeds
gives
down.
his away to some guy who does chickens. Not right, William?
He breeds chickens and he takes
Yeah.
all the shavings. Yeah.
Yeah.
People that got chickens and things like that, they'll take them from you. I did have that
them on
sort of
your
deal
garden to
going,
keep the
but,
weeds
they
down.
were unreliable.
I use mine on my garden. And I
If you
use
make
them
enough of them,
for the horses.
if you make enough of them, you can buy a machine that turns them into briquettes for burning.
Yeah, it takes about an hour to make a briquette and about half an hour to burn it. So it's not very
Yeah, I know. It's not a very
But
efficient process.
It keeps you warm shifting the shavings to the briquette machine, and then keeps you warm in the evening burning them in the winter.
I think you get more heat out of making them.
So I'm just kind of doing that, parting that off, not all the way through, obviously, because I'm between centres. So
Well, he
part it
says
off
he
most of the way
burns
through.
his. He uses them to make the pizza oven, I suspect.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Brian El Tenero de Madeira is in. Evening, Brian.
I just saw
Hey, Brian.
saw the rest of the way through there. Take that off there now. Keep forgetting to unlock that. Come off. And I'll just go over to the bench and quickly saw through this. Snap that off. That's good. So now we've got two halves. Set them down there, and we need to remove the stab centre now and put a chuck on.
I do have to say that if anybody can come up with a way of making money out of shavings, then every wood turner in the country will owe you a favour.
That's
for
true.
sure.
At least one favour, yeah. Right, so we'll go concentrate on the bottom first, and we'll get rid of the lid. Chuck. Little SC3 chuck. And the reason I'm using the SC3 chuck is because it comes off the lathe easier than my SC4 chuck or my Sorby chuck.
Why is that?
Because this key fits in the hole and you can give it a dunt.
Right.
Whereas the Sorby
Other
one,
one you got to put it in the
tend to
jaws.
need a spanner in, don't you?
Yeah.
And I normally just put it between the jaws. So if you want to leave the thing on, You need a chuck that you can leave it on with. Let me put that over there, out of my way. Clear some of the tools out of the way that I don't need anymore.
Yes, Douglas, a diamond card is a good idea to touch up gouges, but not to really
yeah.
sharpen them if you've blunt them.
No.
I would be cautious touching up gouges with it.
I
can.
It can be
gouges.
done.
It's,
It can
it
be
can
done, but because you've got the curve on the bevel as well, if you haven't got the practice in, then it's not so easy.
Yeah, it's
Fuse and scrapers, yes,
an acquired art. Yeah.
but a gouge itself, because of the curve, I would be dubious about it.
So let's set
I would
a
do
little,
how to
it, but I
use
wouldn't
them.
recommend it.
let's set ourselves a little no cut line here. Basically a parting off line.
600 grit, what would you use?
Excuse me.
Somewhere about here. And we'll start to shape this. I'm just going to use a spindle gauge. And I'm going to make a kind of circular, just put a kind of bit circular shape on this.
Richard Phelan sells small bags of shavings with whiskey smokers.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Then you got to make the whiskey smokers, yeah. Buy 'em
Oops.
and sell them
You
on.
make whiskey smokers, you get shavings, don't you?
Now, I may have to get rid of that down as far as I can in a minute or two just to get the shape that I want. But we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping to try and get past most of those cracks down at the bottom here at least.
Chris from Bailey Woodworks is in. Always a good holiday, Douglas. Always have a good holiday. I'm on holiday again soon. Never mind.
I can't cover in June because I'm not here.
Brian's doing June.
So we can finish that bottom off later.
Brian's
Hopefully.
already said he's going to do June.
That's nice, I think. Let's have a quick look at the shape of that now. Yeah, that's okay. It's not bad.
Bad, not bad.
Let's just take the top in a little bit.
Wayne says on Wednesday he's doing a box with a Niles bottle stopper's threaded insert.
A knurled bottle stopper.
Niles.
Oh, yes. Good on, Wayne. Good on. Good on, boy.
Now, I was reading a book the other day about making these kind of boxes, and the suggestion was that you could finish the box off, finish your outside shape using a round nose scraper just to kind of scrape your edges up. But I'm going to try and do it just with a spindle gauge.
Andy's wondering if you could move your camera a
Why?
bit to your left, as the comments cover up the chuck on the TV.
Again. Oh my God.
If you turn the TV upside down, it'll work then.
Some people are so demanding. That's all
Turn
I
it
can
on its side.
say. Properties. Let's see where I can go here. Configure video.
Yeah, Douglas
want
got
the
a point
camera?
there, Pete.
You want to go to my left or your left?
Your left, Brian.
Oh, wrong way. Not better.
You
Don't
can
worry.
afford to go a little bit there. That's it.
Douglas got a point, Pete.
Yeah.
You're the
but
official standing. You can't afford. You can't have time off.
That's it. Hi. You're not
I'm
allowed
going
to
for a right, so I won't be here.
apply that.
I won't be on.
Dance with Hood
Won't be online
Aardvarks is in.
either. I'll be riding around in.
Okay.
Spain
So
or
happy with that
Portugal
picture?
or
Is that
somewhere.
fine?
Fine for me.
That's good. Yeah.
You don't need
Yeah.
to see the chuck anyway, Andy. Just need
I
to see
think-
the work.
I think he's just checking, make sure it's not an SK114.
If not,
It's not. So I'm just going to do a tiny little
SC3.
shear scrape there just to try and get that nicely. Oh, change hands. We'll use our left hand just to blend out. There's a little tiny tool mark just there. I see it. Right there somewhere.
It's obviously not an SK114, or it would have made the TV's comments bend around it.
yeah.
Yeah. And now that I've actually had one in my hand, I can't see what all the fuss is about. To be truthful.
Brian's camera got the shake, Brian. Not you.
It's got the shakes.
Just vibrating a bit.
We've still got some cracks in there. Right, so we'll just sand that a little bit. 120 grit, I think. Might be alright. Switch this on.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks, Douglas. I have had to mute a few times tonight to
The bark.
just
You just
sound
bark.
good.
To vent off.
But I'm feeling well enough to risk doing it live on Tuesday, so I'm obviously getting better.
Good to hear it, Pete.
Well, you know the story, Pete. If you're not up to it, give me a shout. I'll cover it.
Grand job.
But I'm liable to be there anyway.
Good.
Why is your camera vibrating like that, Brian, anyway?
I know, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is shaking a bit.
I have no idea. Shouldn't be. It's fixed to the wall.
Well, the wall's shaking then.
Will it stop now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
RV Klein's in. Hello, RV.
That's
Hey,
a bit,
Harvey.
that's a bit perturbing then. Right, so and that's enough of that. There was no two marks in it anyway, so we just kind of give it a little bit of sand up there.
Quick
Up to,
question. Have you twisted your headstock recently?
Have I twisted it?
Yeah.
No.
I was wondering if it might not be quite in a line and that'll cause it to vibrate a bit. But
Oh, okay. No, I checked the alignment the other day. The last live I did, and I haven't done anything since. Well, I've done stuff since, but I haven't moved the headstock any.
Mm.
But
Lionel's in.
I'll check it now
Hello,
when I take
Lionel.
the.
Hi, Lionel.
Well, it was okay before you moved it to the left for Andy.
Yeah, and I did it technically. I did that in OBS. I didn't move the camera.
No.
I'm just going to remove some of this here. Although I said that was a no cut line, but I'm just going to remove some of this because I need a bit more access in there.
Professor's saying you can't get the hang of the Robert Sorby sounding jig. Presuming means the inertial sounder. The Robert Sorby one is a phosphor bronze bearing, the bushing rather than the bearing, and it does need a drop of oil.
It does. It would
might
be
be
better
the
with a
same
drop
one
of oil
as
anyway.
well, and it's horrible. Sorry, I bought it.
What, the Robert Sorby one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does need a drop of oil. It's
Yeah. And then the dust clogs it up. So no, it's a.
Kevin 9K has joined us. Good evening, Kevin.
So we can finish off the bottom. It's going to be rounded right into the bottom. So we'll finish that off on a jump chuck later, hopefully. I'll do with that. Change that again. Turn the speed down a bit. Finer grits, we don't need as much speed. Try not to apply too much pressure either, because that'll just generate heat.
The shaking stopped when you turned the speed down.
Yeah, okay. Maybe just vibrating a wee bit, the lathe vibrating a wee bit.
Yeah.
So we're up to 400 grit now. And I'm going to 400 grit. I don't know why, because I'm going to use Yorkshire grit anyway. But I just used 400.
Because you can.
Oops. There we go. I'll do. Take that back off, put it in there. Next thing is do a bit of sanding sealer. Or should I just I'll wait? I'll do that when I've hollowed the inside out. So let's change cameras over here. Move that.
oh no, it's Andy. Just remind everybody that to click the thumbs up. So I suppose I better go and do that, hadn't I?
Yeah, good idea, Pete. You haven't done it
Oh,
yet. Gee, I
well,
don't-
no. But now I'm
All
coming
right,
to
well-
YouTube to do the thumbs up. I can see there's 60 now watching.
It's
Welcome,
hard.
everyone.
Oh, welcome along, guys.
61
Thank you.
watching and 7 thumbs up.
So we're just going to make sure our tool rest is exactly the right height because we're going to drill it with the spindle gauge. So it's a bit above center currently. So we'll drop this down at a fraction. Test it again. Up too low. Up a wee bit. About there. Just tiny little bit more. And that's bang on center now. So we'll lock that into place. Lock that into place. And I want to speed down a little bit. So I'm going to draw this out now. And what you should do really, is a good plan, is rather than guessing, if you just grab a Sharpie. There's a Sharpie. And just measure, I'll put it on the overhead for you for a second. Just measure your depth. So we want to leave a good bit in the bottom, about to there somewhere. So if I just mark that gauge there now, that's the depth I want to bore that out to. Should be fine now. Put the Sharpie away again.
Change the camera back.
Yep. There we go.
Oh no, it's Andy is saying sanding seal instructions are to sand to 400 grit. Yeah, but we're going to use Yorkshire grit here, which is further sanding after you put the sanding sealer on. So it's just basically sealing it so the oil doesn't absorb into the wood and you get a good chance of getting a nice paste going.
This is a hard piece of wood in the middle.
Forcing a bit of time then. If it won't go in.
It's working.
Let's go
It's
in.
going.
Yeah.
It's going okay. It's just hard. I have to put a bit of pressure on it. So you'll notice that the face of the gouge, if I say that's completely open, is kind of close to about the center of the gouge, center of the
10 o'clock-ish.
flute is heading towards between 10 and 11. And that's at the depth. That should be fine. And now we'll just back hollow this a little bit. A little bit more.
Kevin 9 K Creations said after watching Steve Friday, he got his old curved skew out. Forgot how much easier they were for planing cuts, but not much else. Absolutely right.
Yeah, true. They're
They're
not.
an abomination in my view because they don't
Yeah.
they don't give you much advantage and they give you quite a few disadvantages. I know it's a chicken and egg situation, but I find that most people are nervous of the skew or trying to use a curved one.
So my little spindle gouge is starting to complain there. You can hear it there. So we'll just take some lighter cuts. And we'll swap over now to a Simon Hope mini hollower. So we'll use the mini hollower. Just make sure it's just below center there. And I'll cant the tool head over just a little bit to about 30 or 45, 30 to 40 degrees. And we'll just cut that out.
think you might be using the main hollow, don't you?
Yeah.
That is a hard piece of wood, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go with it. Go with the main Simon Hope with the longer handle.
Yeah, I'm just going to try it. I'm just trying this just for a minute, just to see how it goes.
Douglas was asking you how your foot is, Brian.
We'll change to the big one. Same we have it. Might as well use it.
As Barn
Yes,
will ask, is it 6 or 8 millimeter bar? It's probably a 16 millimeter bar and a 6
No,
millimeter cutter, I think.
It's
It's a
the
6 mil cutter, yeah.
The cutter is 6 mil. The
Bar
bar on that,
16
the bar
or
on
19.
the mini one. I'll tell you what it is now. I'll just measure it for you. I think it's
I would
10
guess
mil.
it's 10.
This one is 10 mil.
Mhm.
So the bar is 10 mil. And the big one I'm about to use now is
Seen it.
16 mil. You're right, Gary. And now that I've done that, I better take my elbow stabber out.
Yeah.
Because it's got a big long handle, this pipe.
The cutter's 6 mil. Yes.
We'll have to drop this. Yep. Cutter is 6 mil.
6 mil cupped cutter.
Yep.
Not a
Yeah, the
scraper
same cutter on
cutter.
both tools.
Yeah.
It's a much more stable affair.
I am Douglas.
I'm just a tiny little bit worried about those cracks. But we'll vacuum that out and see what's left in there.
Have the cracks gone through to it, Brian, or not?
I don't think they have actually quite all the way through, Terry.
Right.
No, I don't think so. So I'm down at the depth that I wanted to be at. So I just have to finesse the bottom a little bit now. And then finish up the sides. So. That'll be fine. Let me just get a hold of that. Stop it bouncing. That's better.
Donna Love Angels just joined us. Hello, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Welcome along on Sunday evening. Thank you.
There's the Simon Hope 8 mil comes on a square bar. And it's presented at 45 degrees on the square. I use both. I find the 8 mil will give you a smoother cut. I think just because of the bigger diameter. So I tend to use
It
that
does.
for finishing.
It does take a smoother cut.
Andy wants to know if you still use the Hollow Pro, Brian, or whatever
do.
it's called.
Yeah, the Hollow Pro, yeah. It's not called that. It's called the
Steady Pro.
Steady Pro now. I do occasionally. Depends how. I mean, it's only a tiny wee piece, so I'm not too fussy.
I'm going to enjoy his own when you get to that 4 to 6 inches hollow. That's when it really comes into its own to use it.
So it's just finding that kind of sweet spot there.
Alan Gibbs just joined us. Alan?
Hi, Alan. Welcome
Hi,
along.
Alan.
Right.
You sound a lot better, Pete.
Yeah, I am a lot better. Not there yet, but I'm getting there.
So you won't be singing tonight.
Oh, that's William's job.
Hell no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You don't want me singing any night because everybody just logs
Right,
out.
so I'm going to try my little box scraper in here. Just to try and finish off the bottom. There's a little nub in the bottom. Sometimes you just get just in below it there slightly, and that fixes it. So we'll just bring this up a little bit.
The little 6mm cutter, it doesn't like anywhere near the center.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It jumps about.
So that, if you can just get in below the little nub with your scraper and just kind of push the handle down and scrape upwards, you kind of get rid of it. And if you rotate the piece a little bit, that'll get rid of that for you. That's good now. So we're just going to use the scraper now just to scrape that off a wee bit. And just finesse those edges. And if you look at my scraper, it's kind of rounded. It's got a bit of a round on this side. So it cuts right up to here. So it can get right into this corner up here. And then right across the middle. Still got a little nub in there, so we'll just keep working at that just for a second. There it goes. That's it. That's it. We got the little knob now. So that should be a nice little finishing curve coming up there now. Move it out the way. Perfect. That'll do. Took a little chip out of the top here, so we'll just have to widen that mouth just a little bit. Just to make that look better. We'll just use a spindle guide for that. Just a little shear scrape.
Susie's asking if we got the Cotinus Cogigar Greer wood in the UK. I just looked it up because I have no idea what it was. It's it's a shrub over here. I don't know how big it gets, but it's called the smoke tree.
Never heard of it.
Oh, there's a nasty big inclusion in there. That's why that was bouncing.
I never heard of it either.
I don't know. It's common names are American smoke tree and a Hungarian sumac.
I heard of sumac, all right.
So you guys can't really see in there, but if you can.
In fact, it's got
Nice.
various countries associated with sumac.
I'm going to try and show you this, if I can. This camera might be a bit squint, but no matter. So if I can shine that light in there.
Burns it out.
Can you
That's
see
it.
that big
Yeah.
black
Yeah,
mark
can
in there?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the light down, we can, yeah.
That's a big inclusion in there, guys. That's why that tool was bouncing in there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's fine. It's not a very big box. It's not supposed to be a big box to start with. So let's go back to that camera. So I just wanted to let you see that. I was wondering why it was bouncing so much. But other than that, we've got quite good finish in there. We'll be happy with that. Right, sanding sealer. So I'm just using cellulose sanding sealer pre-thinned from Hampshire Sheen. as is my want. And we'll see what this looks like. Oops. Drop my tissue.
Dances with Aardvarks is convinced one of his customers that they need the big holly tree cutting down. He can't wait to get out of the trunk. Well done.
Well, William's seen the bit of holly that I have. It's in him. The trunk's 24 inches across. I couldn't believe it when it landed up here in the back of her car.
Nice piece.
How long is it?
Well, that's the. It's about 18 inches tall. So they had the fire.
It's not as long as it's wide.
It's wider than it is long, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to cut it into sort of blanks.
Yeah.
But we should get some nice, couple of good. We'll get at least one really good big bowl out of it, which I'll promise to the lady. She'll get that for giving me the wood, and I'll have the rest.
Cracks like the devil, that stuff, isn't it?
Holly does it.
It does crack, but I've had quite a lot of success with it as well.
I've sealed it anyway, so basically what I did is I cut it in half down through the pith. Or it's not in half, it's about 1/3 because the pith's on one side of it.
Yeah.
But I cut it right down through the pith, and then I've sealed the whole thing.
Well, that might be right then.
And the rest of the tree, the rest of the bits of the tree she gave me, I have them end sealed and wrapped in cling film. Or
Yeah, be careful with that. That can cause it to go mouldy and it stains it.
Yeah, and I've seen that. There's a lot of damp in it. So I'm going to unwrap it.
Yeah, it'll go grey. You don't want to do that. You'll leave the air.
I didn't want to dry it too quick and split.
A little tip with big pieces of holly: if you just put end sealer on it and put cling film just straight onto the end sealer.
All right, okay.
And it seals it up really, really well.
All right.
Just let it stick to just glue or something.
Aye, PVA. That's what I use.
Yeah, and just stick the cling film just to the end. And let it dry out through the sides then.
Yeah, I'll fix that out tomorrow. So quite cool.
Or turn it really wet. That's the answer.
Yeah, just that too.
Well, I could do that too, I suppose. If I was going down to Williams anytime soon, I would have took it down there and got up to process it. We could record it maybe or something.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
There you are now. Road trip.
Road trip.
Yeah, wait.
Again. Another road trip.
Yorkshire gets in. How's my beloved earworms?
Hi,
Hey,
Glenn.
No, Joan's not feeling very well, so she's not here with me tonight.
I just mentioned Yorkshire Grit and he appears, for God's sake. Right, so turn the speed down somewhere around 500-ish or below if you can manage it. And I'm going to stick my finger in here. It's not really advisable, but it's only a really small piece. And I've just got my finger placed on top of the pad, and I'm holding the other end of the pad with this finger, or this hand down here, like, just to try and get that Yorkshire Grit to work in there. And I've had any
Richard
sense.
is asking, do you not have a calling system, Brian? Yes, he does. It's called William.
It's called William.
Called William.
I do.
I have it, Richard.
Glenn's in Oxford on his way home from Spain. Kev K9 says, what are the long dark lines running top to bottom of Brian's box? Cracks.
Cracks, yeah. I'm afraid so. That's the trouble with you, isn't it?
Yeah, no trouble with me.
This piece of wood was actually end sealed with wax, and it still managed to split. So I don't know, guys. Don't know what you would do.
Quite a lot of you with splits in it.
Yep.
They're sort of surface cracks. They don't really move.
Yeah. If it does
maybe
crack,
I've just been lucky, but look, It's had cracks in it, but they haven't opened or moved in any way after I finished turning it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's dry and there's a little crack in it, it won't get any bigger. It's only
Richard
while it's
Feeling says he
drying that it
can
will-
throw you down a max 3 if you want to try it, Brian.
No, thanks, mate. No.
Rather William did it.
I'm quite happy with the situation as it is currently.
Brian bought my woodcut standard off me and outsourced it.
And outsourced it.
Ten Creek Woodturner Cornwall is in. Good
Oh,
evening.
who? 10 Creek Woodart.
Tren Creek. Tren
Oh,
Creek.
Trend
Creek.
Creek. That's a new name, is it not?
That's a new name.
There's a village in Cornwall.
That's definitely a new name on my chat, though.
Stick your name in
Well,
the chat there. A
welcome
shorter
along,
name.
sir. Yeah, if you've got if you've got a first name, it would be nice.
Yeah.
We could call
Yeah,
you
give
by
us
it.
the short version.
Yeah, give us a first name. We can forget it quite quickly, but
Yeah, we're good at that.
Like Cornish is either tree, pole, or pen. Lucy Bundy Rose finally joined us.
Where have
Lovely.
you been?
Hi, Lucy.
She's been working again, hasn't she?
Trent Creek is Chris.
Chris. Hi, Chris. Welcome to
Welcome
the
along,
channel.
Chris.
Everybody's welcome.
Woodworm Paul's in. Hello,
So I've
Woodworm
just
Paul.
turned the speed up to
Hey,
about
Paul.
1,000. Hi, Paul. Just to try and buff off the remainder of the grit. And that will leave some wax behind, but that's okay.
Tren Creek is Chris Glanville. He's just changed his name. He said.
All right, Chris. Oh, it's not a new person at all then.
No, it's an old one.
Oh well. Gives me thought I might have got another subscriber there.
Well, he might subscribe to you. You never know. You ask him nicely.
Well, that would be nice if anybody
'Cause he
who's
may
not
not have.
subscribed
He may
would,
not have
would,
anyway.
would subscribe. That would be nice. I'd appreciate that. Come on, you little thing. Trying to get the inside as nicely finished as the outside.
Lucy says she's been to see her dad and to get diesel.
That's right. She goes to your dad every Sunday, doesn't she? Right. That's a nice little shine on there. So what I'm going to put on this, because it's a box, I'm going to use Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax. Because boxes tend to be picked up a lot. And the ordinary wax, the high gloss, will get fingerprints in it quite quickly. So this takes a minute or two to dry off, unlike the other stuff. So just give it a little buff up.
Wayne the Woodturner said, I thought about subscribing, but then I heard Terry's voice and thought, no way.
Oh, thanks.
Well done,
Thanks,
Wayne.
thanks, Wayne. Cheers, mate.
We still love you, mate. Somebody pull Wayne's plug.
Well, you're in charge of the buttons, Terry.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I forgot that.
You just leave Wayne where he is.
He's making a box out of you, Lucy.
It's a pop
Because
box.
you come in so late, we got to explain,
Just get that kind of burnished in a wee bit. And then I'm going to leave it for a second or two, just to flash off. And then polish it up. I'll need all that Yorkshire grit and stuff later again, so what time is it? We're okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'll live with that. I'm Kind of hoping one of my chucks will fit in that, and will fit in this opening.
We should have measured it.
It'll be close enough, Terry. If it
Well,
doesn't,
you
we'll
got
make
enough
a jump.
chucks anyway, so probably.
Yes. Lucy said it's a
Could it be
beautiful
10 of
piece
it?
of view.
Currently, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 9 chucks in my workshop at the moment.
Does that include the 2 new boxed sets you got?
It does. And those are for sale, by the way.
The SK100 and the SK114.
Yep.
But full box sets up for sale.
Yep.
Good deal going there.
Well, they're brand new, still in the box.
One's 3.5, isn't it?
Yeah, 33 mil, 33 by 5, and the other one is 1 by 8. The little one, the Clubman chuck, is 1 by 8.
There they are.
So that's actually
Get your bids in.
That's actually the second time I've come across somebody who was giving up wood turning as a hobby, and I bought all their kit.
Anthony Green's joined us. He's saying, "What? How many coats of microcrystalline will you put on?"
Just the one. Just the one for tonight. If it feels it needs any more, I will give it some more. But me thinks it doesn't. So
Andy said, "Did you get it for $12.99, Brian?" Well, yeah, I think he robbed the person anyway.
Close.
So it wasn't far off that.
So I need to come back to this, obviously, when we finish the lid. So we'll put that there, and we'll get another little chuck. We'll use the Robert Sorby one this time.
Douglas Mungan's bid $13.99, so I'll take it that's for both sets.
Yeah, $13.99.
Is that for the postage?
think you might have a long way to go there. Right.
Move a decimal point 2 places, you might have it.
You might be, maybe. Let's just put this on now. What we need to do is measure this opening now. Got the overhead. We need to measure this opening. We'll just do it with the calipers, I think. I might fit my SG2 chuck.
You might be lucky.
Dynamite. Ooh, I think I might just get away with that. Might be able to put that in a chuck. So make that slightly bigger. And we can work our way down to fit. That'll be fine.
Mr. G says he'll give you £20 for the chucks and a blackbird's egg.
Oh, yeah. Gee, thanks.
Blackbirds.
Just what I was needing.
Oh, yeah.
Takes me back a bit. Give you someone doing a blackie's egg, yeah.
Yep.
What's your feelings asking somebody about tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, you might do a wee road trip with some elm.
With a bit of elm burr. I'm going to show you a bit.
He didn't say who he's asking. He could be asking me.
No, it's me. Sorry. Behave
yourself. I think he said he's coming to Carlo.
Steady. That'll do. It's in now. Anybody know why that did that?
Yeah, you touched both points.
No, I didn't touch both points at all. You know why I did
below
it?
center.
Because I was below center. Just lifted the tool rest up 1/4 inch and kept the thing
we
trailing.
Can't see that because we're looking at overheads. Doesn't matter.
I'll show you again.
Sorry, Brian, we should have copped it.
Yeah, it's my fault. I forgot. So if I just do that and go there and get it to there. So if it's on center, it's just liable to skate. If you lift the tool rest up a wee bit and have this leg trailing downwards, it's liable to stay in the right place.
Apparently, Lucy Bundy
Liable
Rose's
to.
offer is £30 on a kiss and 4 kisses. Kiss on each cheek, she says.
Just like that.
4 kisses.
Lucy, behave yourself.
4 kisses, a kiss on each cheek.
She's a gag. So I'm just going to flatten this off a bit, but I'll be coming off anyway.
Forget the money then, Lucy. Forget the money,
that was
Lucy.
Keith's mathematics.
You're forgiven, Richard. Is all right. Just drop my piece to Brian. I'll be over there in August.
So we'll take that down to there, and then we'll offer our little thing up and see does it go anywhere near close, or fit in at the bottom, just a tiny little bit more. Not very much. Let's try that. This is the bit that if you were doing this for yourself, you would just take your time and
You should take your time anyway, even if you're doing it for camera.
Perfect. Well, that's true. You should.
Can I make a suggestion,
right.
Brian?
Consider it, yes, mate.
You turn the tool rest the other way and just use your parting tool to tease in. You want to keep moving the banjo each time to do a test fit.
Oh, I do that. Oh.
Yeah.
Like that, you mean?
There you go.
Oh, look. I went too far.
There you go.
Dang. So what do I have to do?
Cut it off.
I'll go use a parting tool.
Gone too far, have you?
I've gone too far.
If you put a chamfer on it, then when it goes too far on the front bit, it's not too far at the back of it, so you can then.
I did have a little bit of
chamfer
chamfer on Terry, but it's still too much.
All right.
So we'll do the same thing here. Go into about there, and then put a little chamfer on it like that. A bit further than I think.
Andy Bundy rose up the ante. He says $35.99 plus Lucy and Yorkshire Gold tea bags.
You're not pawning them Yorkshire Gold tea bags off of me. I know you just got them from Emma.
Yeah.
That's getting close now. Emma sends out Yorkshire Gold tea bags every time she sends out an order. Let's try that. Get off. Oh, nearly there. Nearly. Tiny little bit more. What you can do as well is you can, if you get it to a place where it's actually making contact there, oops.
Don't need 2 hours because you and we split.
Yeah, I know.
Craic.
Just give it a little turn there, see will it burnish a little line.
If you spin the lathe, it will.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, let me just change that to there. You see there's a little burnish line just there.
Can just make it out, yeah.
You just see it just here, right the very point of that chisel now, just there. So if I kind of take it down to that line, that we should be right. Let's try that. Nope, just a wee tiny bit more.
Not too much. Go over it again.
Too much again, he says. Oh, you have little faith, Daddy.
Wayne saying he'll give you £50 in an SC4 chuck. It's getting better.
It's getting better.
The bid, I mean, not the fitting of the bud of the.
All right, okay. I knew that was coming. God, that's That's tight now. Don't really want it too tight anyway, do you?
I was going to say, why do you want it too tight?
There we go, that's perfect. It's even holding that chocolate. That'll do. That's it.
You don't want it too tight. People like
So
this
that's
lift
that.
the lid off. There's only wood turners that like get them popping
I know.
tight.
I know. Now, next thing is to put a little bit of shape in this, but not too much, because I'm going to put a finial on the top of it.
A finial?
Yeah, a little finial, yeah.
Finiob.
No, a finial. So let me just take some of that timber away there. Again, make a sort of no cut line there.
Lucy's come back with a counter bid, £52 plus Andy plus the dog.
I've got two dogs already. Don't think I need another dog. Oh, that's cutting uphill, Brian. What are you doing? Cut downhill, laddie. I just want to try and get to the right size. I should be using the skew for that, really, shouldn't I? Where is my skew? There it is.
That is the problem, Wayne, isn't it? Sometimes you do them so tight they can't get them off.
Yeah, wood turners like them tight, but customers want to just grab the lid and it lifts off in their hand.
Lift it off, yeah.
They don't want to pick the box up and pull them apart.
Well, particularly if it's like for earrings or something like that, because they're just liable to have the earrings in the other hand.
Robert Hodgepodge is in.
So I just want to see what this looks like on the outside, because I want the lid to be slightly bigger than the. Yep, just a little bit more. Going about another quarter of an inch, I think. Right there somewhere, I think. And the next thing I want to do is undercut that a little bit. And I'll just use the skew for that as well. Just undercut that just a tiny bit. Need to get it from there. Take that edge off. That should be fine now. It's perfect. I'll do. A little splits there. So now let's make this shape something. I could probably hold that in the chuck too. But I'm not gonna. You guys on the correct camera, yeah?
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
Fine.
Now you could, in theory, make a finial out of what's left there, but I'm not gonna.
You're going to make a blackwood finial. You know?
So I'm making it kind of dome shape to match the shape of the outside edge of the box. That's the word I was looking for. Now, thing I need to do here is just measure my little finial. .22 mil. Can go down a bit yet. Let's just take this down a little bit further. Just about do, I think. I'll just get rid of that waste there. Whoops. Parting tool. So I'm going to use the parting tool and just try and continue that curve on round with the parting tool. And I don't like the shape of that now, so I'm going to fix that before I part it off. Like I said, spindle gauge, getting a little bit closer there. And I just want to round that off a little bit more.
You're going to get a bit of texturing now.
Yeah, you won't now. Gone a bit thin on the stub.
Yeah. Just getting a little bit of vibration there, but it's all right. We'll get away with it, I think.
Some people have to buy special tools to do that.
Some people do.
Yeah. You can do it without just using a gouge. Lovely.
See, is there any texture on that? Yeah, that'll be all right. That's sound okay. That's grand. Just cut that straight off there now. It's about there before it falls off.
Yeah.
Who stole my saw? Oh, there it is. It's on the table. What's it doing away over there? I'll just saw this bit off. I'm leaving the lid solid. Could hollow it, but you don't have to. Let's get this chuck off. Keep that bit of you or something else, maybe. Well, maybe not. It's all full of cracks. Maybe just get through in the
For the
bit.
fire.
Yeah.
In the fire.
If it had been a good bit, I'd have kept it and maybe use it for an insert or something, you know.
Yeah.
You could always video it burning and send it to Lewis.
I could do that. Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Tease poor Lewis.
He might not be best pleased though. I hope I can get that back off again now. I don't think I can actually.
See, I told you.
Let's just
So
put it a bit
use that cut and polish it.
Well, you don't need to now at the moment. Just when you're finishing, pop it off. Yes.
Yeah,
Something
well,
underneath there.
Just pretend the base is jam choke.
well, that was the idea. Just to try and finish this off now. Get this to the right shape. Just try this on here. It should fit. It's good.
Happy with the shape of the lid yet? Or not?
No, I don't think I am, Terry.
No, didn't think so. Shorten it quite a bit, didn't you?
Going to shorten that bit, right?
You bring a tail stuck up while you shorten it, couldn't you?
I could, yep. It's a good plan.
See it popping off.
That's a good plan, Terry. I was thinking that. Just wasn't doing it.
Well,
that'll also give me a wee reference mark for drawing the hole there.
Wayne says skew chisels are made to get tops off. Just saying.
yeah. True, Wayne.
A little bit more there. That's more like it now, I think.
Robert Hodgepodge has said, Terry, you've got to let Brian learn by my mistakes. Robert's done the same, obviously. He's inquiring where Morris is.
Right here, buddy.
There he is, okay.
He's never far away.
So I really need 22 mil there. Should be all right. That's better shape now, Terry.
That's a better shape, Brian.
Take that off now. Let's get rid of this little nub.
Make sure it's nice and flat across the top then for your, if your finial was flat, you know, or indented a little bit.
It has a little undercut in the finial, so I'm hoping it'll fit. And you know what I'm like. I like to put colour on things. And this is you. So it's kind of sacrilege to colour you, isn't it?
It is.
Just a touch.
It is, but it's up to you. You can colour it.
But
I
I'm
don't
doing it
mind you
anyway.
colour it.
But I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
It is your piece of view. You can do what you like with it.
Yeah, do what you like with
So
it. We don't mind.
the reason I've left the top thick and full size is because I'm going to draw a 10 mil hole in it now.
If it stays on there.
That'll stay on. Well, Terry, I have every faith in myself.
Good. Goodbye.
Mind you, I can never mind which way to turn the freaking chuck to open it and close it.
Yeah, it's because it's non-keyed, isn't it?
And I need to go in, not very much.
Drill all the way in, you'll be able to stick the compressor on and pop the lid off.
3 mil. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
What do you like? So we're just going to
Hodgepodge says, Brian, you devil, colouring you.
2 or 3 mil. See how far that is. A little bit more. Well, that's flexing something like that, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah.
Might be a knot in it. You know, a little knot in that lid.
It's not being a very good job of drawing that either. What kind of job is that? It's leaving a big dome in it.
Maybe it's a bit knackered.
Just going a bit. It's brand new. Better not be knackered.
I find that if you just touch a point of a skew and get that centre mark before you put the drill in, it helps a lot.
Well, I did use the centre mark that was on the live centre. It was still in there, so.
Wayne saying, Brian, have you matched the grain? It can make a difference to the fit.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Wayne. Yeah. It's not coming off anyway. Oh dear, I need it off too. How am I getting that off?
Skew.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Skew
Sacred
and just
Designs joined us.
a little bit of abrasive, just to make the hole a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if I can get it off in the first place, Pete, without breaking it. Well, let me try a little bit of a little tiny bit of gentle persuasion.
I'm not feeling at my best, and I can't remember if this has happened or not, but we done a shout out for Wayne and Jamie's premieres later.
Got it off. No, we haven't done any shout outs
No,
yet,
we
Pete.
didn't.
No, not yet. We haven't.
No shout outs yet. So a tiny little bit of abrasive on that. We'll just.
Yeah, just
I'll just.
take it off a bit.
I'll
You
just
want a
run it
nice,
quick.
easy fit, really. You don't want it too tight.
Yeah. Well, I wanted it tight for now, just because I want to
Yeah.
use it as a jump shot. So I'll just sand that a little bit. Just a little bit, 400 grit.
Still going to be too tight.
Still too tight. Yeah.
Okay, 120. 180, I mean.
It's not that far away, Ty. Tiny little bit more. I'm getting fussy now.
Hmm.
There we go. That's perfect now. It just kind of lifts off and on. It's fine. Now, last thing I want to do is what to do with that little finial. Terry, what do you do with my finial? You've stolen it.
Oh, I'm using a question be easier.
Oh, there it is.
Right, I'm going to chuck a couple of links in. First one is to Wayne's premiere, which is I forgot, on 10:30, I think.
Just need a little bit of sandpaper. I'll be back with you in a second.
And the second link is for JP's, which is at 11 o'clock.
JP's on at 11 o'clock tonight again.
I thought I was also thinking late.
It's
Sleep
because
then.
it's because of the American market.
I'll be up at 5 in the morning.
That'll be a first.
Yep, I'm away.
Terry's away this weekend. You never guess what he's doing, boys.
I'm away. Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. You want to tell people what you're doing, Terry?
No.
Go on. You know you
Leave
want
them
to.
guessing.
Or will I tell them? So, you know Terry's a tutor in the AWGB, guys. Well, he's now studying to become a tutor assessor.
I am an assessor now.
You are. Well, you're away to learn how to do it now.
No, I'm away to assess
No, you're
others
away to
tomorrow.
assess.
Yeah. This next couple of days, that's what you'll be doing.
Terry's out creating badges.
Well,
Yep. He's a badge
if they're up to
creator.
scratch.
He's a badge creator.
Terry?
Yeah,
Is it a badge creator badge?
it may be. I bet
Oh,
you're
no,
wrong.
not another badge. He's bad enough for the ones he's got. I mean, come on.
Gonna have to buy a bigger smock.
He's going to have to buy
I'll start sticking them on the back.
He's going to have to buy a bigger head. Never
On
made
the
a smoke.
inside.
Oh, I didn't say it. No, I didn't say nothing.
I'm only winding you up, Terry. You know, really.
I know.
Right, I'm just trying to finesse the inside of this to get this little finial on. That'll do. Oh, it's good like that. Yeah, that'll do. Let me just stick a little bit of super glue in that just to hold it in.
Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit of medium super glue. You all know how to use super glue, don't you? You don't need me to show you.
And just stick your fingers together.
Yeah.
It's easy done. This finger sticking good, this stuff. In you go. Super glue, there you go. That's that done.
We can't
So
see
now-
what you're doing, of course. We can just
I
see
know,
the
I
ball.
didn't want you to see it.
I guess that.
He's trying to peel the super glue off his fingers.
No, look, no super glue. No super glue.
No, but the finial stuck to his shoe.
So now we're going to part this off now. And then try and finish the bottom of it. I've got some mess of tools here. I don't know what's going on. Let me just tidy up a wee bit. Small parting tool. Here we go. Small parting tool. Just take that straight across the bottom. A bit more speed maybe. Make a relief cut first. Bring that one round just a little bit round the corner. A little bit there. Oh, you sod. Look what I just did.
Reshape the box. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it, not in the slightest. I just need to pull my spindle gauge out and just take it back round there a little bit and bring that round. And take it round there. Get rid of that.
Brian, can you avoid having catches when I'm on mute and I can't take the piss?
Sorry, Pete. I mean, many people get catches with a
parting tool.
Parting tool.
It is difficult, but you managed it right. Douglas Mungan says, question, I have black braces in not being able to walk. Does that count? I guess you're not going to win the 100-yard race, then. You can have a badge if you want one, Douglas.
Does that count for what?
But we're talking about badges.
All right. Right, let me just see, is that an acceptable finish on there now? Take it from there.
Sand. I was going to say go down it with a skew, but maybe not.
You could have a bigger catch.
When it's very wisely, he always starts the parting cut before sanding. That also allows you to sand just around into the edge of the parting.
Into the bend of it, yeah.
Yep.
Which is good advice all round.
Take your time, Brian.
I'm taking my time. That's just a little thing. There we go. That'll do. I'm taking my time, Ty. I'm fine. I just have to repolish this now. Dang. Bring that up. Switch it on. Sand that up. Just blend that back in. And that'll be fine. Methinks. Yep. Well, there's that inclusion now. It's just appeared right at the very bottom. That's fine. No tool marks. Yep. These wee things are sent to try us.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yep.
Move on. Correct it and move on.
Any
It looks better now anyway with that little extra bit of round on
it. Does it? A little bit extra round on it. Okay. Fair enough.
Looks nice and spherical. It's a spherical box.
Well, that was the idea, to try and get it spherical, like a brandy glass kind of shape.
That's it. You'll be wanting a stem on it next then as well. Finial.
Well, we might do that. No, I don't think so. Not today. But it's a good idea, Terry. So
Shape's
quick bit of sanding sealer on that.
Andy's saying you could polish it afterwards with buffing wheels. The only problem with that, Andy, being you, and if it's thin, the buffing wheels are heated up, and he might crack.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but that's a good idea, Andy. I have to say.
Yeah.
And I probably will be buffing it up.
We've got to be a bit careful with that because of the heat.
Yeah.
Careful of the heat, but also because of that shape, it's quite likely to fly across the workshop. That's what happened to
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens with this kind of shape, not it? There we go. So that's the sanding sealer back on. And we'll just have to give it a whole rub. Take some of that wax back off. Another bit of Yorkshire gritting to be done now. Where's Joe when you need her, eh?
Yeah. Waiting for Glyn.
Yeah, waiting for Glenn, yeah.
He's in Oxford now. He's on his way home.
I thought Glenn was I didn't think he was home that quick.
He said earlier he's
in Oxford, so he's obviously taking a break on the way home.
Yep. He's probably in a hotel now.
yeah. I don't blame him.
He's,
Long drive from Spain, innit, on a bike.
I would say. I hope he hasn't lost his pannier this time.
Don't know what ferry he came in on. You know what?
No idea.
If it was
Probably
over by
Portugal, I would
Safari track.
We actually haven't heard much
Yeah.
of his trip this time. We usually
No.
get a few updates. But
Yeah, he didn't post much. No.
No, he hasn't. No. Probably find he's been in a Spanish jail for a week.
Yeah.
And they've only just let him out. He's had to walk home.
Confiscated his bike.
Deported on a plane. Flew into Gatwick. He's got a train to Oxford. Then went home.
Poor Glenn.
That he got in those panniers.
He lost one on the motorway, unfortunately. And a lorry promptly drove over it. Right, that should do, I think. Just give it a second or two. I make expense. Have another clean piece of tissue. Go for it, Brian.
Whoa. Splash it out tonight.
Don't let Michelle know, for goodness sake.
Bit of microcrystalline. Didn't know it happened.
Nope. As long as I can part it off this time.
Yeah, you could always saw it off, I suppose.
No, I'm going to use a pontoon
sand
again. I need.
Sand it.
It's like getting back on the horse, you know.
He's not
Yeah,
going to
I've
let
done-
it get the better of him.
I'm not letting that pontoon beat me. After me practicing with my skew today too. And that's why I'm not using it.
Exactly.
Because I was practicing with it today.
Good man. Never turned my lathe on all weekend.
Where is my... I need the skew now to open this tin. Oh dear. Not very much happening in the chat, is there?
No, they've all gone to sleep.
I've got to
Right,
sleep.
we're all waiting with bated breath to see the next catch.
There'll be no more catches. Oh, did I just say that out loud?
You did.
What an idiot. Why did I say that out loud? I'll rephrase that. I will try and make no more catches. I'm glad I managed to retain some of that sapwood on that.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good.
Looks
It
not
adds
bad.
to it, definitely.
Oh, it does, aye. Right, give that a second or two. Quick slurp of tea. Time to speed up. Give it a go.
He was using the thin parting tool, Robert.
Yeah.
Robert Brower said, "Can you use the thin parting tool?" Well, that's the one he was using, wasn't it?
Yep.
The thing is, he was trying to shape the bottom of it with the parting tool and got a catch.
Yeah.
Well, it usually works. It usually works okay. Never mind.
Oh, Lucy's eating homemade cookies.
Oh, Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh, hope you won't have to share.
Yep.
Yeah, if you come in here bragging about that, you got to share them out.
Yeah,
Everybody
Richard just said the same.
Everybody
Look,
put your address in the chat, and Lucy will send you half a dozen of each.
Richard Field just said, "No more shaping it with a parting tool, Brian."
I will if I want.
Well, you can. We'll just watch you. Mind you left the bottom a bit thick for some weight in it, so you could go round again.
I could
yeah,
easily.
you have a couple more. You have a couple more
A
tries.
couple of more goes in it.
Yeah.
Couple of more tries, yeah. What I'll do is I'll drop the tool rest a tiny little bit this time, which may help. There we go. Could be grand. It's grand. Stress not, boys. Stress not.
I'm
I'm not stressing.
Take your time and hurry up, Brian. That's what they're saying.
Little bit of an undercut now.
Easy.
relief cut, little undercut.
Paul Finley says, "Take your time, Brian." Come on, Paul.
That's coming from somebody that turns it 100 mile an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget, everybody, Paul is on tomorrow. He's on 1 o'clock.
He is, aye.
Yeah.
Go faster, Paul is on tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Oh dear, don't you start, Paul Finley. Right, what was I going to do now? Saw this off, that's what I was going to do. Take that out of the way. Get rid of that because I'm finished with it. Can't believe the mess of tools on my bench here. This is just a little fine saw. Oh no, there's a hole in the bottom. Oh damn. I'm only kidding. Only
There
joking.
will be in a minute. When you buff it, there will. When you sand it, there will be.
Take that out. Throw that bit in the bin. For sure. Little sanding arbor.
Lucy made a large tray bake of chocolate cake.
Oh, Lucy. Sand that little nub off. Got a nasty little inclusion in there.
Yeah, it's common in you.
Yeah, it is.
Still beautiful, beautiful piece of wood, though.
It is, aye. Real nice piece of wood. There we go. What's that? That goes over there out the way. This comes up here. Take that off. Get rid of the chuck. Oh, look at the boy mouse is covered in dust.
Oh, no.
He's not now. Put that
Yeah,
back
if
in
he's
the
going to work
drawer.
there, you probably get my mask ready.
Yeah, he really should have a mask here, right? Poor guy.
I'd set you one with the floaters.
One pot. Tail stop. And because I wanted to put a little bit of colour on it, I used a coloured finial. There you go.
A beauty.
Lovely.
Really nice.
One tiny little pot. I'll put that grey background behind there. And that will be show off a little bit better.
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 Yep.
Perfect.
There you go.
Lovely.
So it's one little pot. It's got an easy lift. Oh, it's not that easy. An easy lift off lid. So it will lift off. Get my logo on the bottom. You can see the black of the inclusion there.
Yeah.
And coming out through the side just a little bit. It's a little bit rough there, but that's okay. Good use for a little bit of view. So there you are, guys. That's that done. Let me bring you guys back in. I don't know what's happened to Pete. Could he be there somewhere? There we go.
Oh,
There he is.
Ah, there he is.
So there we go, guys. One little U pot. Take my specs off now. I can see again. Enjoyed turning that. That was good fun. I enjoyed that. It's got loads of little cracks in it. Every there's a crack. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. A great big one. Loads of little cracks.
Fine.
But
They'll survive.
good use for
character.
Still a lovely piece.
it is. I enjoyed
Some
making
very
it.
nice comments coming in as well.
Yeah, lovely comments coming in, Brian. If you like it, everybody, then we get a thumbs up on the way out. And after the live, go and make a comment. Brian answers every one of them.
Yeah, I do. And there's the size of it. It's not very big at all. It's just big enough for Morris. Morris can't even get inside this one. So
yeah, you don't want big boxes really.
no, that's a nice little box. It would do for likes of earrings or rings or something like that.
Douglas, I do have a Doom bar, but it's only the second one I've opened tonight. I'm not on form.
Oh, only 2 and an hour and a half's live. 2 hour live.
Yeah, he's not
not
all there today, is he? He's recovering.
Oh, he's pacing himself. He's pacing.
Don't forget we've got Wayne on with a premiere coming up shortly. 10:30, is that what it is?
Yeah,
10:30, yeah.
10:30, and then Jamie
Jamie.
at
Jamie's at
shortly
11.
after
11.
that, 11 o'clock.
We've got Paul tomorrow lunchtime.
Paul, yep. Paul, Wood Turning at Home is on at lunchtime, 1 o'clock. I won't be here for that, Paul, just so you know. I won't be able to earworm tomorrow.
I should be around.
I
I've
have
got
a
a doctor's
mountain of
appointment,
grass
but I
to
should
cut.
be back.
Yeah.
I'll be around, I think.
And
If you're needing help.
Tuesday, Pete's on lunchtime. And then we're back to the usual suspects for the rest of the week. Pete will tell you who they are on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. We're done.
Brilliant.
We're done. Yeah,
Great job. Well done, Brian.
Another little live done. And
Excellent job.
I'll see you all not Monday, but the following Monday.
Following Monday.
For another one.
Or Sunday, you never know.
No, I won't be in on Sunday, Gary. I'll be in on Monday. You'll be in on Sunday, Skyver. So with that,
TJ Skyver.
I'm going to press the button. Thanks everybody for coming in and watching. On
Bye,
your way out, press the thumbs up, and if you would like to leave a comment in the video once it's processed by YouTube, I would appreciate that. Say good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Yeah, see you later, Kevin.
And yes, guys, I do judge my health by how
best
fast
behaviour. Halloween in the shed. I know you like. Bye, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Oh, Jesus, Ian. You're watching on repeat, son. Sorry, man.
Hello
Bye
and
for now.
goodbye.